Patrick Yao Boama is a member of parliament for Okankwe Central, a member of the MPP, and he is in the studio alongside his colleague George Lowe, who is a member of parliament for North Dying. He's a member of the NDC. Well, one thing about them, or in common, is that they are legal practitioners. Thanks for joining me. You call yourself Leonard?
You are Leonard Friends.
Leonard Friends, okay. I believe the two of you are friends too.
Yes, we are.
All right. And, well, the NPP, after the president has been mandated by the Constitution to address Parliament in the State of the Nation address, they also, from Parliament, decided to convene their own, what they call true State of the Nation address. We'll be talking about that though. But in the meantime, this ongoing issue about the police recruitment scam is still ongoing and still getting a lot more prominence on the front pages of the newspapers in the media and getting a lot more prominence in the various news portals online. And the current case of the director for HR, the Ghana Police Service, COP, Patrick Timbela, is that his accounts have now been frozen. And we know that investigations, according to the leadership of the police service, is still ongoing. What do you make of this whole case, especially involving the COP, who is in charge of HR for the police service, in this very scam? Patrick.
Thank you very much. Good morning to your cherished viewers. I think this country wants the best for itself, whether within the police service, the security services, or any state institution. And I want to believe that the ongoing investigation with regards to the scam that has hit the police service has to be intensified. The question is, when did this thing happen or start? Is it only related to this current or present situation that the police has intensified investigations into the recruitment into the Ghana Police Service? We are politicians and people come to us every day wanting to join the security services.
They do?
They come every morning and you tell them, oh, has it been advertised? Have you gone through due process? They say, oh, there's a certain big man that says we should go and pay money. I say, do you have his name? Oh, I'm going to bring the person's name and contact for you, and they won't come back again. So some people would come with the enthusiasm or willingness to go and work, but they wouldn't know what will befall them if they are unable to go through the requisite procedure as stated under law. Freezing Mr. Timbela's account, well, if it will help in the investigation, so be it. My worry is that if the investigation comes out that he was not involved in this scam, he can also take on the state for
his battered reputation.
Yes. For malicious prosecution and all those things.
Let's go that the two of you are lawyers.
So I believe
good legal counsel.
I believe the state is doing the right thing, and they are taking the necessary legal steps so as not to damage his hard-won reputation, because he's been in the service for a very long time. He's headed a lot of regions and a lot of directorates within the police service. He's a commissioner of police, and I want to believe that the investigation or the investigators are doing the right thing and to come out with the right report so as not to dent his hard-won reputation. That is my take on this matter.
Now, we're told initially it was supposed to be a house arrest. Then following that, the commentary from the police hierarchy was for interdiction, and subsequently we're told that was in law or in line with the law, whatever the law says. Now, having his account frozen, etc., and for all that is going on social media about paying slips, etc., would you say perhaps handling the investigations the way they are handling it could have been the best way they could have?
Well, thank you, Roland, and let me say great morning to our cherished viewers, and special. This is the first time I'm meeting Patrick on this show, and I'm so delighted.
He's a regular.
I'm so delighted to be paired with him today. Yes, I think that Patrick has laid the foundation properly. Investigations take different forms depending on what you unravel as and when you are on the trail. For instance, like you said, some pay slips are flying around as money having been paid into a certain account belonging to Mr. Tim Miller. As to whether that account really is his, I'm sure that the banks would be the best to answer. Because you know that in going to open a bank account, your picture and all other things, are they valid bank accounts? Well, money paid into those accounts. I believe by now the investigators would have gone to the bank to actually ascertain whether those accounts are his or not, and all that. And if indeed that is what they found, then I think that it's in line that those accounts be frozen so that some trail can be established to aid investigations. I think that the police administration progressively has been acting in the right direction. One, even if he was put under house arrest, under those circumstances, they just didn't want him to move around to be able to...
They told you that?
Well, that was what we heard, that he was not supposed to move around freely at that time in order to impede investigations once the matter came out. Two, he's being interdicted, so he doesn't have access to his office, official documents, and I hear all police recruitment to be taken from him in the meantime. So again, just to ensure that he doesn't have the opportunity, being a high-ranking police officer, to interfere with investigations. And so if they followed up with a freezing of his accounts, it possibly be because they've established that at least those accounts belong to him. Because earlier on Monday, on your network, I heard the Minister for Interior talk about a certain account. So I don't know if this was the account or that there's a different.
We've heard of a GCB account.
Yes.
Now we've seen. I've seen EcoBank.
Well, but I also think that the investigators should be careful and ensure that they keep to the trail and they keep their eyes on the ball. Because if they do not, again, that's what Patrick says. For me, one of the things I worry most about in this world is people's hard-won reputation. To rise to Deputy Commissioner of Police, or Commissioner of Police actually, takes long, tortuous years, particularly in Ghana police.
It's not a small feat.
No, yeah.
It's a long...
Yes, a long way.
Decades.
Yeah, decades of hard work to get there. And, you know, to take one simple matter to bring all that down.
Erode all
that down. There must be very good reason for it. But I am excited that this matter has come at all.
Why?
Patrick has told you. Because every day you have piles of photocopies we have applied to the police service. Oh, wait.
Letters,
etc. People bring their children.
Excessive pressure. And
you tell them that wait even until an official notice has been posted for recruitment. Sometimes you look at somebody's results slip and you are clear in your mind that he cannot qualify to enter them. They will not listen to any of that. In actual fact, in this particular case, I am not surprised because there were a few people who had come to me to say that they said if you paid money somewhere, people were buried. And I said, look.
Prior to this very period.
Yes, and I said, don't come to me. And one guy came to me, I told him if he shows up in my house again with coming to talk about money, I'll have him arrested. And he goes off and doesn't come back. The point is that, you see, the police service can only take so much in a recruitment. And even then, sometimes they stagger it for lack of funds. So if they are taking 500, sometimes, or they are even taking 1,000, sometimes maybe 100 per badge or something. So we all cannot get into the police service. People will not have anything to hear about it. The military is the same. Recently, the military did a fantastic thing by even introducing a new way of shortlisting. That aided
electronically.
Yeah, electronically.
So at least the front line.
Yes. So I think that the police service should have learned their lessons.
You're not bothered, you're the politician. Now,
So,
you give a scenario where sometimes you're bugged and you're also bothered many times. As you help some of these young men and women try to get into the service, is that what you do? You call the big men and you try to make all these arrangements?
No, for instance, I don't do that.
I'm not particularly saying that, I'm just talking about.
I would direct you to go through the appropriate recruitment process. One, when the advertisement is placed in a national daily. Two, you qualify or you meet the criteria set out by the recruiting agency, if it's the police or the military, and that you go through the appropriate training or screening process or medical screening. If you qualify, I think you'll be recruited. You don't need a politician to aid you in getting a job in the police or the armed forces. I think maybe in time past it was being done, and people still hold that view that an MP or a DC or a minister should hold your hand and push you through. But I think as politicians, we must be able to tell the people the truth, that it is not your duty to do that. If you're able to do that, you have your peace of mind.
Sure, you lose vote.
You will not
you have
lose
your
vote.
peace of mind, but you lose vote.
It is never true. Please, we've advanced. People must be told the truth.
Yeah.
And people must be ready to adhere to strict procedures.
True.
Because if you don't get the right people into the police service, you get police people getting involved in armed robbery and all sorts of things.
Just like some of the incidents were recorded.
That we have recorded. The same way with admission into universities and secondary training colleges. If we don't do that, you go and produce quack teachers and all sorts of people within the streets. And when they come out of school and they go for interviews and they don't pass, they'll come back to you again to go and look for a job. Right, and that cycle will then continue, and we'll still have a problem.
Just 2 minutes on this. As we try to look at, well, perhaps doing the right things and the right way, the onus also lies on you, the political elite. When you go on the campaign platforms, you don't tell them you build schools and give them employment opportunities when you can't.
Well,
because you're really legislators.
Well, you see, we are really legislators.
But when you want the vote, you promise heaven.
Roland, every MP that goes on a political platform and promises schools and promises roads,
and recruitment.
Well, recruitment, I don't think that is I think that is a dangerous area to go to. But for roads, for schools, you have a manifesto. Your party has a manifesto. And your party manifesto has said. Yes, you key into it. That for this area, when we come, this is what the party says they will do. But you as an individual, everybody knows that you don't have money in your pocket.
So you're not solving the problem, you're just you key into it. That reminds me of what we say in church, to manifest.
To manifest.
Key to manifest.
Right, yeah.